Hello and welcome back to the 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. I'm Imani Fleming. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up this week, we have how URI's Center for Career and Experiential Education prepares students for life after college, the different ways students are registering for their COVID-19 vaccines, and as always, make sure to stick around for your Rhody Sports Corner. The Center for Career and Experiential Education at URI offers students free guidance and resources that a lot of people may not know about. Career advisors can assist students in finding jobs, internships, creating resumes, and more, all while providing them with the necessary tools to succeed in the workforce after graduation. Leah Crowley has the story.
With spring upon us, it is prime time for finding summer jobs or internships, and the CCEE wants to help.
So what we are is a center for all undergraduate students to be able to come and meet with their career education specialist, and you can make an appointment with your career education specialist on Starfish.
Career education specialists are experts in certain career clusters. Students can find the specialist for their major on the center's website. The CCEE also helps employers connect with students through virtual events, project-based learning opportunities, and Handshake, the platform that universities use to help students find internships and jobs. The CCEE holds events like career fairs, which they strongly encourage students to attend.
And it helps you to direct which kinds of courses you're going to end up enrolling in for the next semester, because you can say, I know I really need to develop my writing skills if I want to go into this particular career. Or the employers talked about how important interpersonal communications is, and I really want to take a course that can help me to do that, or do an internship that's going to help me to develop that skill. And those are the types of things that I think come from these kinds of conversations with either your career specialist or with employers.
On the center's website, students can also find individual resources for their major.
So if let's say they're a major within Harrington, they could go right into communication, media design, and see what are some different types of resumes that suit me. They can also explore, what could I do with this major? So, if you are an undeclared student and you're not quite sure yet exactly what path you want to take, you can look at these cluster pages and see all of these different models. We also have more general things like professional development modules. So those are Google slide decks where you can go in and take the modules step by step at your own pace.
Stacks wants students to take advantage of the modules and other resources the center has to offer.
Know we're here to support and to help you, and it is like one click away. It's in students' hands to make those appointments or to attend those drop-ins, but please know we want to meet with you. We love that aspect of our jobs, being able to connect with students and help you to see what you could become in the future.
Leah Crowley reporting, 5 Cent Cigar News.
On April 5th, the Rhode Island Department of Health announced that all people who live, work, or go to school in Rhode Island ages 16 and older will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine by April 19th. Although URI won't be distributing the vaccine on campus, the university is still encouraging all community members to register and receive theirs. But exactly how are students doing this? I sat down with 2 students who became eligible earlier in the year and talked about their experiences receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. Nationwide, more and more groups of people are becoming eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. As slots open up and lines get longer, all students in Rhode Island will be able to get vaccinated by April 19th, according to a statement made by URI Communications. Dasha Albee, a student at URI, walks us through the process of getting her first dose of the vaccine.
I had to go on vaccinateri.org, and I actually wasn't able to set up an appointment for a while because the appointments got taken really quickly, and I was able to set up an appointment when the category for people with like a special condition came out, because I do have a heart condition, so I was able to get it a little quicker before they released it to a lot of like the public.
Rhode Island community members are able to see an updated eligibility form every week on the covid.ri website. Currently, groups like pharmacists and adults aged 16 to 64 with underlying medical conditions are eligible to receive the vaccine.
Definitely like a very, very safe, very socially distanced environment. Everyone was wearing their masks, so that's very good. But I went inside and they just asked me the basic questions of, have you been in contact with anyone? Have you like traveled, anything like that? Have you? And it was very quick, very painless, very like easygoing. The nurse distributing the shots was like super friendly, super nice. She was like, "Oh, I love your hair. I love your name." She was just like super fun, super friendly.
According to the Rhode Island Department of Health, there are approximately 281,000 people in the state fully vaccinated. Serena Thopper describes her experience and some difficulties in being able to get an appointment herself.
She was very stressful because I, as a student, couldn't set it up myself because I wasn't like of the requirement. But my mom is a pharmacist, so she kind of like talked me through it and helped on her end with everything she could do and signed me up with her account and everything because I'm an immediate family member. A pharmacy technician. So when I was a pharmacy technician last semester, I tried signing up, but it wouldn't let me because like I'm from New Jersey and everything. So my mom, like being a pharmacist, she stayed up till 4 a.m. and she signed up through CVS, but she signed up for the state of Rhode Island because if you're an immediate family member of a healthcare worker, you could have everyone in your family get signed up for a vaccine. She signed me through that and said I was like obviously her daughter and she's a pharmacist. She put her ID number in and like they did like a all like I guess they did a check, she said, or something like that. And then I got a confirmation email and she received it and I was able to kind of sign up through that.
According to URI's COVID-19 tracker, for the week of April 7th to the 13th, there have been 75 positive cases with a 2% positive test rate. And now over to Aniekan Okon with your Rhody Sports Corner.
Thanks, Imani. Hello and welcome back. I'm Aniekan Okon and this is your Rhody Sports Corner. It was quite the week for Rhode Island athletics last week with 4 teams going on pause due to COVID-19. Fortunately, there were still plenty of teams competing this past weekend, the baseball team being one of them. Losers of 4 of their last 5 games, they had a chance to get back on track this past weekend. The team opened up conference play with a 4-game series against the LaSalle Explorers in Philadelphia. Fast forward to the 5th inning with the score tied at 1. At the plate, Mark Coley would get his first home run of the year with this 3-run shot to give the Rams a 4-1 lead. The Rams would tack on one more an inning later. The Explorers would get the bats going in the 7th inning. Here, Elijah Dickerson's hit would clear the bases to get the Explorers within a run of the Rams. A few batters later, Alphonse Sadala laid down this bunt in the infield. Addison Kopech would field it, but his throw would go wide of the first baseman, bringing home a runner to tie this game at 5. An inning later, Tatum Levins would break the tie with this 3-run home run to right center field to give the Explorers an 8-5 lead. 7 unanswered runs in between the 7th and 8th inning would help the Explorers take Game 1 of the series. On Saturday, it would be all Rhode Island. Game 2 would start off with this home run from catcher Sonny Elena to get the Rams on the board in the first inning. The Explorers would take the lead in the 5th inning with this single from Nick DeVitro. The hit would bring in 2 runners, but watch this. Attempting to get to second base, DeVitro would be tagged out. Next inning, the man that has come through all season for the Rams would come through once again. Here, Xavier Vargas would bring home Sonny Elena to tie the game at 2. Elena would secure the victory for the Rams with this double, driving in Joe Fortin to make the score 3-2. They would tack on one more run and capture their first conference win of the year by a score of 4-2. In Game 3, the Rams poured it on the Explorers offensively. With the Rams already up 3 in the 4th inning, Mark Coley would showcase his speed, getting around all 4 bases for the inside-the-park home run, his second home run of the year and of the series. An inning later, Addison Kopech would ground out to the third baseman. Looking to get the double play, the first baseman completely misses the throw from the catcher, allowing Austin White and Tino Salgado to score. To the 7th, with the Rams up 9-4, Salgado would get his first home run of the year and of his URI career, smashing this ball to left field. The Rams would go on to win Game 3 of the series 12-6. On Sunday, Rhody dropped their series finale after allowing LaSalle to score 7 unanswered runs. The hottest team on campus, the women's tennis team, kept their winning streak going this past weekend with a 5-2 victory against Fordham. After this performance, junior Erin Creation was named Atlantic 10 Player of the Week, and the team cracked the top 100 of this week's Oracle ITA rankings for the first time in program history. They will look to make it 8 in a row tomorrow when they take on UConn. And finally, the rowing team swept all 3 of their races this past weekend at Overpeck Park. That's it for this week's Rhody Sports Corner. I'm Aniekan Okon.
That's all we have for you this week at the 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. Make sure to check us out at rhodycigar.com and follow us on Twitter at Rhody Cigar. Reporting from Kingston, I'm Imani Fleming. Stay safe, Rhody.